It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step. And a strong performance here certainly helped him achieve that goal.
And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Williams in motion. A second down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That one taken in by St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what...
In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 0-0 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Little unusual, Mike, here. The first time this offense finds themselves taking the field is this late in the opening half. But the good news, they only trail by 3. So despite that long opening drive, a touchdown here gives them a lead with halftime looming. No need to rush. No need to get outside of your initial game plan. Go out there, take your time. Just try to find a way to come away with points on your opening possession.
The catch is made. This is Tucker Crack. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Third down, 3 to go. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Lions first down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable with Reed. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Love to throw it on first down. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
We'll go play action with Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Second and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Here's Jacobs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A second down throw for Love. To the goal line and in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on second down. Goff. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So try and run it here with Montgomery. Get a pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. On play action, Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on second down, Love. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Love quickly out to Watson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And now it's 4th down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point, and after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
To the outside, that's St. Brown.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Patrick motioning here. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Love will take a knee, and that ought to do it. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Love will take a knee, and that ought to do it. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.